Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sunday evening, Sunday morning, wherever you guys are in the world. Welcome. Happy Sunday for our Australians. Happy Saturday for everyone in the US and the UK. Happy Sunday to everyone in Australia. But ladies and gentlemen, we are here back for GT Champions, here for the GTC-3 division. I was supposed to be doing this last week, guys, but there was a little bit of let's say technical difficulties that happened our end, and I couldn't be, so I do apologize for that. But we are here tonight at the Nürburgring Grand Prix layout, and I'm very excited. It's fun I'm happy to be back. But we're gonna actually flash ourselves back to last week, where we found ourselves at the Dragon Trail Gardens for round 8. Taking the race win back was Leo, and Wooly getting that silver trophy with Bite the Roses in third. And I actually do gotta say first, of course, for GT Champions, we are sponsored by Detailing Group, Metropolis, High Pre, Pride at the Dragon, and 12 Ounce Sports Network. So thank you guys all for joining in. I am your host, Justin Silva, or Just Gaming, however you guys prefer. And this race has been presented by RWB Racing. But as we found ourselves last week at the Dragon Trail Gardens, Leo took the race win with ART Wooly in second and Bite the Roses in third. And with that being the podium, let's head down to the race results. Of course, we saw our front three with Leo, Wooly, and Bite the Roses. J-Rod came in fourth with Darkest One in fifth. Clint Freeman finished in sixth with Green in seventh. Venom in 8th. Then we also had Viper's Fang in 9th, Renegade in 10th, Egon in 11th, Supermex in 12th, Money Matt in 13th, and Little Mac in 14th. And with that being the race results, let's make our way up towards the standings. Let's see what these results resulted in. Any changes, but the biggest one yet, with only 2 races left in Division 3 and for GT Champions. We have a close battle for the podium positions with the top 4 of Wooly, J-Rod, Leo, and Venom. A very good result all season for those 4 drivers. They were going up and down through the top 3, but currently right now as it stands, ART Wooly leads the way with 103 points, and J-Rod in second with 1 point behind. So it's very close between these 2 drivers. 103 for Wooly and 102 for J-Rod. Then we have this battle for third as well with ATK Leo for Attack Motorsports with 97 points, and 2 points behind him is going to be one of our very own at RWB, Venom, with 95 points. And there's not a decider at all for Division 3, ladies and gentlemen. 4 drivers battling out for the top position. Who is going to be the one to take the win? Maybe we'll get a decider here tonight, maybe not, but it's very close between those top 4, so those are going to be the ones to watch here tonight. Sorry, and then we have Grays 1 in 5th with 64 points. Then we have Carbon Boy in 6th with 62 points, and Little Mac in 7th with 61 points. So another close battle there for 5th between Grays 1, Carbon Boy, and Little Mac. Then we have Renegade, or as we all love, Kev, in 8th with 56 points. A new father, I gotta say. A new father once again. So very excited for you, Renegade. As if you guys do remember, we actually had his ultrasound on the Bugatti Veyron when we did that. I believe that was round 6, if I do remember correctly. Yes, it was round 6. And honestly, again, congratulations to Renegade. Very happy for you, my friend. Then we have in 9th right now with Green with 54 points. Bite the Roses in 10th with 48 points. Viper's Fang in 11th with 43 points. Supermax and Egon both tied in 12th with 41 points. Big Red U of A in 14th with 36 points. And Clint Freeman in 15th with 35 points. So to be honest with you, we have the crucial battle for the lead with the top 4. We have a very close battle for 5th between Grays One Carbon. Actually, it's close all over the grid, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. You see the front 4, 1st and 4th, only separated by 8 points. So it's going to be very crucial to get the most points that you can in the last 2 races. And to be honest with you, and with the rest of the guys on the board from 5th to 15th, you can see some position changes when it comes to the finale. But as it stands, those are the standings. And now we're going to be looking at the starting grid here for tonight's race. I didn't commentate it last week, but unfortunately we actually had 4 drivers actually get disconnected from the server. So we don't know exactly what's going on there. It's probably just the servers on Gran Turismo glitching out, of course, with GT7 coming around. But Egon will be taking pole position here tonight at the Nürburgring with Supermax in 2nd, Money Matt in 3rd, and Renegade in 4th. Fourth of those disconnects settles the front 2 rows. After that, we have Clint Freeman in 5th, Green starting in 6th, Venom starting in 7th, J-Rod starting in 8th, Leo starting in 9th. Then we have Viper's Fang starting in 10th, Bite the Roses starting in 11th. Then we have Wooly starting in 12th, Big Red U of A starting at 13th, Little Max starting at 14th, and then Carbon Boy rounds up the rear. But again, guys, these drivers here tonight for round 9, 2 rounds left here in GT Champions 3rd Division for the chase for the cup. This is the final rounds. This is all or nothing, ladies and gentlemen, for Season 3, Round 9, the Nürburgring Grand Prix, and these drivers are going to be using the BMW M4 GT4 car, and of course, again, GT Champions proud to have these sponsors of Detailing Group, Metropolis, High Pre, Pride at the Dragon, and 12 Ounce Sports Network. But with that in mind, let's actually go down to the lobby to see how these drivers are doing out there. And it looks like a few drivers are getting a little bit of practice, but let's get a quick rundown. You see the starting grid, as I said prior in the stream, on the right side of the screen. And of course, please join the community on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, and please watch it on YouTube and Twitter. GT Champions, proud to be a part of this amazing group. But we also have the Nürburgring here tonight. Drivers will be allowed to use 1 set of softs and 1 set of mediums, both racing tires with 2 times the tire wear, with 2 times the fuel consumption. And the pit window opens as always at the 50-minute mark and closes at the 40-minute mark. If they invalidate and into the pit lane when it's closed, only for damage, that is the only reason that they are allowed. Big Red out tonight, Grays 1 is in. I'm seeing the chat, how you guys doing? But yeah, so these drivers, if they are out of the pit window, the only times they'll be allowed to make a pit stop is only for damage. If they go into the pit stop before the 50-minute mark or after the 40-minute mark and they change a set of tires or refuel, they'll be looking at a 1-minute time penalty that they would have to serve at the end of this race. But with that in mind, let's actually go on board with some of these drivers to see how they are doing out there. And it looks like it's going to be pretty good here tonight. So I am very, very excited here tonight. Happy to be back after having those connectivity issues out on the track. But But yeah, of course, Egon is going to be getting the fastest lap so far. And actually, no, the fastest lap so far in the practice sessions is actually from RWB Little Mac with a 2:05.945. So we're going to be eyeing him out to see how he is going to do and if he can keep that momentum in the race. Oh, guys, I'm actually going to be right back. So just give me a quick Alright guys, sorry about that delay, just had a special request from one of our very own, actually, Supermax. There is a good friend of his that, actually let me get this out of the way because we are back. There we go guys. We had a special request from Supermax and it does hit a lot of us like dear. He has a friend named Jen that will be fighting in Ukraine for the Foreign Legion, and all of us in GT Champions would like to give them a big hug, a big kiss, whatever. To be honest with you, we all just wish you a safe departure with also return as well, and we all can salute you with everything. And actually, you know what, before we actually start, I'm actually going to, as you can see with Supermax's livery, the yellow and blue for Ukraine, stop war. We can all agree on that, to be honest with you. We all can agree on that. And one thing I actually am going to do, I'm actually going to just stay right here. I'm gonna have a minute of silence. So, Jen, this is for you for a safe departure and return. And thank you guys so much for that minute of silence. Thank you to the people in the chat that did not send a message for that minute of silence. We all can thank you guys. We can't thank you more enough, and of course we can't thank Jen and the other fighters fighting for the Foreign Legion in Ukraine. We can all we all have to give our respect and love for everyone making their trip over to help for someone else's to fight for someone else's freedom. And I salute everyone that's doing that out of their own will. And Supermax, thank you so much for that livery. It looks absolutely beautiful in a time like this. But we got to get back on track for the Nürburgring here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And looks like Egon and Viper's Fang are having themselves a little bit of a battle, getting a little bit of early practice. Before the race start. Egon taking a little bit of the sand right there, actually. But yeah, we're actually gonna get a quick rundown actually of the race info. We're gonna have that up real quick. Oh, and let me actually change the position of that. We're gonna have that right here. Why not? Not in the way, I don't believe. And just to remind you guys of the starting lineup as well. I'm gonna have that right there. But yeah, of course, again, thanks to High Pre for all of the what's called the graphics that to help make it a more enjoyable experience for you guys back at home. So thanks again, High Pre, for sponsoring GT Champions. We couldn't have done it without you and everyone else to our sponsors. But with this in mind, actually, ladies and gentlemen, as we do have 5 minutes until the race start. Thanks to Venom's message there. Thank you for the heads up. And guys, we're about to get ready and get underway here for the Nürburgring round 9 for GTC-3. It's going to be very, very crucial for the top 4 in the standings to make their way and get as many points as they potentially can. Let's put that right there. Actually, I should have done this before. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize it was actually path through, but again, with those standings, with the top 4, Wooly, J-Rod, ATK, Leo, and Venom, all 8 points separate those 4 drivers. It's going to be very, very crucial for tonight and next week for the season finale to get as many points as they can. So with this in mind, these drivers are going to give everything they got to try and make their way towards the end. But we're actually going to be looking at where we will be actually next week. I'm going to have this popped up. Here we go. So tonight we are actually at round 9 Nürburgring Grand Prix layout in the BMW M4 GT4 car, and we're gonna end it in round 10 and what an iconic track of Le Mans, the Renault RS01 GT3. So this is gonna be I'm actually very excited for the season finale, because I joined this midway. Actually, guys, I joined this midway to do the commentary. I got suggested by ART Wooly as well, and I've enjoyed every single minute of it. Every single minute of it. Honestly, even doing this at late nights on my end as well, I've really enjoyed this, really have, and I don't see I want to take this as far as I can, but we're actually going to quickly make our way towards the lobby as we're about to get this underway. Let's see how these drivers are. But guys, again, thanks again to our sponsors of Detailing Group Incorporate. Then we also have Metropolis, High Pre, and Pride at the Dragon, with also 12 Ounce Sports Network. And we're going to give a quick rundown of the sponsor. Detailing Group is a company that carries out the Tekla Structures 3D, which is a powerful BIM software, in addition to being the leader in the 3D designing world. And Tekla Structures, if you guys don't know what that is basically used to have a 3D foundation of practically like blueprints when architects get their blueprints and they want to see like a model of it with their measurements to see if everything is correct. Tekla Structures 3D is the way to go. But however, Detailing Group also do personal quality and project control by personally managing all of Detailing Group's projects to foresee any unexpected surprises. And of course, it's mainly used in the constructing buildings, constructing houses, anything, but mainly is actually even more used in steel fabrications. So again, thank you for Detailing Group. Then we also have Metropolis, which is a company that develops call center, call accounting, 911 emergency management, and telemanagement applications for businesses of all types in the US and abroad. With also High Pre. High Pre is an international esports team based in Mexico, where their members have experience in the real racing scenarios, ladies and gentlemen, from coaching, design, photography, FIA administration, and of course real racing. Special thanks to them for all the graphics that they do. They work very, very hard on these graphics, getting them in time for the race start. It makes it easier for me to do my job and makes it a better viewing experience for you guys back at home. Also, Pride at the Dragon is a vacation event that caters to LGBTQ plus car enthusiasts. They stay at a resort near the Tail of the Dragon, which, if you guys didn't know, is a famous road in North Carolina. They go on drives on the Tail of Dragon and surrounding roads, and actually one of them, Tati, is actually our commentator for GT2. So thanks again for being with us as well with that. And we are about to get underway, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this party started. I'm so excited for this. We're just waiting on the red lights. They're revving their engines. 1, 2, 3, 4 red lights. And green, go, go, go. They are on their way to start lap 1, 90 minutes of this race. And Egon with an extraordinary start to take an early lead in this race. Looks like we have a battle here in the back. Oh, red flag, ladies and gentlemen. Red flag. We're gonna have a red flag on the field, yellow flags, but that's gonna turn into reds. Looks like we had a little bit of a glitch on the field, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Just bear with us if you guys don't mind. Looks like there was a little bit of a glitch there. Don't entirely know exactly what happened there, but we're perfectly fine. I'm actually just gonna wait to see what exactly happened there. Looks like there was a red flag. Probably someone disconnected. I'm not too sure what happened there. But, yeah, we'll be right back in a little bit. Just, I'm gonna have a little bit of a quick change. Just, waiting on, the people to figure out what happened there. But, we'll be right back. We're just gonna give these drivers a little bit of a break. Venom is actually messaging now, so we'll be hearing from him anytime soon. But guys, I hope that was actually giving us a little bit of a tease. They're trying to tease us right now, guys. They're trying to tease us with this, but they're trying to tease us, trying to give us a little bit of a taster, because they know it's the penultimate race of the season. They're trying to get us all excited, giving us a little bit of a teaser, and then we'll start with the race. So we're just gonna have to wait. Looks like Clint Freeman had a little bit of a glitch there. I'm not too sure exactly what happened, but I think these drivers are just having a little bit of fun before they we get to the race start. As you saw, I believe with Egon that was spinning around just then, but yeah. Oh, Renegade has just left. Has Renegade disconnected? Hold on, let me check this real, guys. We will be right back in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, sorry for the delay. We are now finally back. We're about to get this race underway. A little bit of a glitch on some of the drivers' ends, so we had the red flags on the field, but here we go. The race for GR4 Nürburgring Grand Prix for round 9 out of 10. We are about to get this party started. And there's the rundown again. Egon taking the front row with Supermax. And then we have Gray's one at the back. It's anyone's game at this point, as we are again waiting for the race start. Super excited. We're almost seconds underway. 4 red lights. Green lights, go, go, go. We are underway. Back again for round 9, sorry. And a super start from Supermax as he takes an early lead in this race. Look at all those drivers near the back as they make their way down. We have Green going on the inside of both J-Rod and Clint Freeman. J-Rod has actually made up a few positions of his own. Actually currently made up one position, and now Venom is trying to steal it back, and he's going to go on the inside. A very tough corner here to go side to side. And looks like J-Rod is going to keep it. Oh, we have a spin near the back. I don't know who that was. We're going to have to go down. It was Green. Green has spun around. We're going to check back to see what happened with that. But let's see if all these drivers make their way through. A half-second time penalty for Supermax. He'll have to serve that in this race. But unfortunate start for him. But an amazing start for Supermax. Makes his way down. Takes the early lead. But, oh, and then Egon makes his way through as Supermax was trying to serve his time penalty. Egon makes his way up towards the race lead now. An amazing start for all these drivers. A few position changes up the field, a few position changes near the back. Well done to the drivers so far as they make their way down. But it's still early times. Oh, and I just realized something. Sorry, guys. Wait. Display all, right? Okay. For some reason it didn't display the stuff at the bottom. I'm sorry, guys. A little bit of a glitch there. But these drivers are still going out. You can see Supermax trying to keep up with Egon, but Egon just having an extraordinary start at the beginning of this. And just look at those, all of those drivers out there. I just love seeing this. Venom and J-Rod having another battle for that 6th place position, and Venom finally secures his place ahead of J-Rod as he started. But it looks like we have a battle for this 8th place with Little Mac, Leo, and Viper's Fang. Little Mac and Leo actually going side to side in this. Is going to be very dangerous to see who comes out on top. And then Little Mac slots right behind Leo as they make their way down towards turn 1. But Leo tried to get the dive on the inside. Someone went really wide there on the exit. Don't know who that was. Yeah, don't entirely know who that was, but still an amazing start. Unfortunate for Green. Has Green pitted? Green has pitted as he has damage to his vehicle after that spin. Unfortunate for Green, but we're going to go back up to the grid. Green makes his way out of the pit lane. Won't be having to serve a time penalty after only going in for damage. Unfortunate because he had a good start between turn 1 and 2, but just lost it so early in the race. Unfortunate for that man, but we still have plenty of racing left to go, ladies and gentlemen. As Venom looks on the inside of Clint Freeman as they touch. They're going side to side. They're bumping each other through that corner. And wow, what an overtake from Venom there as he makes his way up to 5th. Now he's going to be battling out with the new father of Kev, Renegade, and takes that position easily. It looks like Renegade had a little bit of a mishap on the exit of that corner. Falls down to 5th now. Is he going to fall down to 6th as we're now seeing Renegade battling out with Clint Freeman and also J-Rod. We're going 3 wide into this corner. Extraordinary scenes we have here, and we couldn't expect anything else. All of these drivers giving it their all at the beginning of this race. Love to see that, ladies and gentlemen. This is why GT Champions is the best for Gran Turismo. Amazing scenes all over the field, battles all over the field, and it's only been 5 minutes. What more could you ask for? Extraordinary scenes. But now we're gonna go down to the back where we're seeing a battle with Leo, Carbon Boy, and Viper's Fang. They're gonna go 3 wide towards turn 1. It looks like Leo actually had a better exit there, and he's gonna push his way through. But we're gonna make our way down with Carbon Boy and Viper's Fang as they're gonna go side to side. None of them gonna edge up. Carbon Boy looking on the inside. Leo gives the space, but Viper's Fang taking that battle, making it a 3 wide battle once again near the back. This battle is gonna develop, hopefully not develop to anything drastic to where a driver will be taken out, but as it stands now, clean racing all over the field. Extraordinary, great racecraft to everyone out on the field. But near the front, Egon now ahead by 2 seconds now. An amazing start for Egon. I thought Supermax had an amazing start into turn 1, but looks like he's starting to lose his way a little bit to Money Matt and Egon. But as it stands now, still in 3rd at the start of this race. Well done, GTC All-Stars for Supermax with delivery on the car. No war for Ukraine. We all want to stop that. Stop the war in Ukraine. And thanks to everyone for the Foreign Legion fighting for Ukraine. Amazing stuff. Love you guys and much respect for all of you. But Venom is going to make a deep dive on the inside and timed that to perfection. An amazing battle there between Supermax and Venom as they made their way down towards the 4th sector. Extraordinary. It takes a lot of balls to try and reach the braking zone there without making contact with the driver, especially in that corner. That sharp left-hander, amazing, and Venom pushes his way towards the podium positions for the time being. Now we're gonna go with this huge battle. We're actually gonna see what Renegade is seeing, and look at that. You're seeing all those vehicles behind. Oh, J-Rod getting very close to the diffuser of Renegade, but Renegade's able to get on the throttle on that exit and stay in 5th place. But this is going to be giving Renegade a little bit of he's going to be sweating a lot in that car, as you can see. Look at the amount of vehicles behind him. Leo's going to look for the move on the inside of J-Rod, but J-Rod shuts the door on Leo, and Leo has to slot back right behind. A little bit of a bump with Clint Freeman, as he's going to have a battle with Clint now. Clint going on the grass a little bit, gets a little bit of a slide. Secures the car though, was able to save it, and now trying to battle out with Carbon Boy right behind. You can see that battle brewing up. Carbon Boy on the inside now, a little bit of a slide again. And it looks like Carbon Boy got that position. We're actually going to go back down with Carbon Boy and Clint Freeman now, as this battle is going to be brewing up for a long time. Carbon Boy just trying to stay ahead, try and keep the pace between him and Clint Freeman as he pushes his way through. An amazing race so far for everyone on the field, as we have now entered almost 8 minutes. Just 7 odd minutes now has passed in this race, and you just love to see scenes like this. Little Mac now trying to battle out with Bite the Roses. Grays wants to get a taste in that battle, but has to stay behind Bite the Roses. Little Mac actually driving a DoorDash. Oh yeah, I remember him. I remember saying that earlier on, driving the DoorDash livery here in GT Champions. You love to see it. Then we have Bite the Roses near the back, but one person that we need to keep an eye on is ART Wooly. He is currently battling out for the lead of the Drivers' Championship. He needs to make his way up as fast as possible, but with all those vehicles ahead, all of that dirty air is really going to be giving him a tough time. Of course, ART amigos. Oh, and Grays 1 has to serve a time penalty around the final corner and has to sacrifice 2 positions to ART Wooly and Viper's Fang. So ART Wooly now up to 12th place. It's unfortunate for him. unfortunate for Gray's one. We're not going to go down with Green. Looks like Green is trying to catch back up as much as he can in this race. Got an unfortunate start with the spin, hitting the wall, but was able to go into the pit lane, get that damage fixed, and he's going to continue on with this lap as he makes his way, trying to catch up as much as possible. But those drivers up ahead a lot fast, and will definitely keep that really fast and keep that pace between him and Green. But now we're gonna be going on the hood. I believe the hood, if it will let me. Nope, just doesn't let me. We're actually, you know what? We're gonna go in the rear bumper. We're gonna go in the rear bumper of Renegade, still in 5th place, doing an exceptional job. For that, man. And Leo closing in the gap. You can see how close these guys are getting as they just go very, very sharp into those corners. We're actually going to see from the roof cam, actually, the reverse roof cam. As I just realized it did show a little bit of his telemetry, which also means his fuel and his tires, but it doesn't look like anyone, all of these drivers are going to be watching. They're going to be focusing what's right ahead of them, and they're going to keep on pushing. But I'm actually looking at this. We might have a battle for that 2nd place now with Venom and Money Matt. Venom is going to try and make the dive on the inside into the hairpin, and he's able to get it done. Did it prior with Supermax. Oh, but Money Matt is going to try and answer back. He's going to push his way on the inside of the final corner. But Venom just has the better traction around the outside, and Venom is going to slot ahead of Money Matt. Of course, Venom trying to battle out for the Drivers' Championship. As you can see, Venom currently in 4th with 95 points, still trying to make his way through. But anything can happen, as always, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen. Just gonna have to wait and see, as we have now crossed 11 minutes of this race. Still an hour and 18 minutes left to go. Money Matt just taking a lot of that curb there, just trying to keep up with Venom. And you can see, and of course with that, has to serve a time penalty of a whole second. So unfortunate for that man right there as he makes his way down. Has to slow down, lose 10th by 10th in each corner, and cuts the corner even more there, so he might be giving himself a little bit more time penalty, as he has just done, giving himself another half a second. And we'll have to see if Supermax is going to go around the outside. Money Matt defends the position, diving a little bit deeper on the inside, and parks right on the apex, and he's going to stay in that 3rd place. But Renegade and Supermax trying to get past, and looks like Renegade has just lost the position to Leo there. Let's see how that job was done. And looks like Leo, right, that's difficult to do, right on the inside there. Very difficult to make that move, especially with the dirty air up ahead. But he was able to get the job done. An amazing job to Leo as he pushes his way now up to 5th. Unfortunate, because I just saw someone has just disconnected from the race. So I don't entirely know who that was, but very, very unfortunate to see that. But that's actually going to give them a little bit of a taster. Going to be giving them a little bit of an edge for the next race. With that disconnect, we'll have to start at the front of the grid. And I'm actually looking at this. Let's go Venom, J-Rod, Egon, Little Mac, and Twilly. Good to see you in the chat. And it looks like these guys have a little bit of fans. I'm trying to root for them for a good result in the race. Leo going to make the move around turn 1 actually, as they now battle their way now towards turn 2. Leo and Supermax going side to side. Leo on the inside, Supermax now on the outside, and Leo now is 2 car lengths ahead as he makes his way up to 4th as they get towards the 2nd sector. Leo, an amazing job, and it looks like that person in the chat is not going to be happy about that, because now with every overtake these guys make, they're going to get even closer to Venom and a little bit further away from J-Rod and everyone else that they're supporting. But Leo's fans will be screaming back at home and in the stands as he was able to get that overtake into fourth. Is he going to try and make the inside into third? No, he's not. He's going to stay right behind, use that slipstream to help his fuel even more, and he's going to try and keep up. But looks like we have someone dragging near the back a little bit, and it looks like that is actually Clint Freeman. Looks like Freeman had a little bit of an incident there as he is struggling around the corners. I don't know if he has damage or not, but Clint Freeman started near the top, I do believe, and now falling down to 13th. Very unfortunate for him. But everyone else is having a belter of a race. As you can see, Leo battling out with Money Matt once again as they make their way down. Is Leo going to try and make the move? 2.5 tenths, now 2 tenths, 1 tenth. You can see how close they are. You could barely fit a piece of paper in between those two cars. They were so close. And that is what you've come here to see, ladies and gentlemen. Close quarter racing as always. Money Matt goes a little bit wide on the exit there, and Leo is going to now make his way. And now it's a drag race, ladies and gentlemen, on the downhill right-hander of turn 1. Who's going to come out on top? Leo on the inside, Money Matt on the outside. Money Matt is currently in the lead of that battle. Leo makes his way down towards the corner, and he's going to get it. But did Money Matt get a faster exit around there? I'm not too sure. He's still going at it. This battle is brewing up. Let's see who's going to come out on top, and it looks like it's going to be Leo as he makes his way around, and now 2 car lengths ahead. Leo clean racing, extraordinary scenes we have here for GTC-3. Leo now in the podium. Amazing stuff. Money Matt now down to 4th, and we'll have to battle out with J-Rod right behind. Of course, RWB GT Champions presented by RWB Racing, of course. So thank you guys so much for joining us. And looks like a big result for RWB as well, with Venom in the lead. Oh, J-Rod's gonna make the dive around this corner. What a dive! And Money Matt trying to pull the switch back as they make their way down. A clean dive, I should say, from J-Rod. But it looks like this battle is going to keep on going as they still go side to side through these quick lefts and rights, almost getting on the gravel and the sand. Money Matt right on the tail end. He's going to slide on the inside. Is he going to try and make the dive? No, he is not. He's not comfortable with the braking system of that car, and J-Rod is able to push his way towards 4th place. An amazing overtake. Clean battle. I was really surprised with that dive from J-Rod, especially with that corner, that tight hairpin at the end of sector 2. Very, very difficult to try and get an overtake there, but J-Rod has proven the impossible possible, and he pushes his way up to 4th place. It looks like now we have a battle up, I see, well, near the back, I should say, with Carbon Boy and Bite the Roses as they make their way around the final corner. It looks like Carbon Boy got a little bit of a faster exit there through that corner. Actually, no, Bite the Roses has actually gotten the faster corner there. So now we're going to see the gap shorten down using the slipstream. It goes into the 7th gear as they make their way down. Carbon Boy was almost trying to battle out with Supermax there into that corner, but Bite the Roses now with Carbon Boy messing up his racing line. He's trying to slide in there, but Carbon Boy closes the door. Supermax takes the defensive line on the inside, breaks a little bit earlier than what he would want, but he still has the position. Carbon Boy trying to get the position there. Bite the Roses trying to catch them both out and get a double overtake. There's the space on the left. Carbon Boy has left the space, and Bite the Roses is going to try and eat that battle, trying to get into 8th. And he has done it. With his number 8, he has 8 that battle and made his way up to 8. And amazing stuff for the 8th place driver. Bite the Roses. I'm just trying to see how many times I can say 8. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to see how many times I can say 8. Oh, it looks like 8 is about an 8-7 around this hairpin of Supermax and Bite the Roses. As we did see earlier with J-Rod having that battle for that 4th place position for the time being. Bite the Roses is trying to bite for Supermax's 7th place as they make their way down. Carbon Boy right on the tail end as well. Bite the Roses trying to go around the outside. Just couldn't get the line there, and Supermax is going to stay in 7th. Supermax is defending like a true champion. And amazing stuff that we have been seeing so far here tonight. Bite the Roses, he's going to look on the inside once again. They're now side to side, door to door, and they're making their way towards the hairpin at the end, at the middle of Sector 3. Carbon Boy trying to get in that battle as well. And Bite the Roses has done it. He has made his way through past Supermax for that 7th place. Carbon Boy around the final corner. It's going to give Supermax a little bit of a nudge. Looks like they touched just then. And Supermax is going to find his way now down to 9th. Sorry, I feel like I got something stuck in my teeth. I think it's the popcorn. Well, and I'm going to say it again. Wow. Extraordinary scenes we have just witnessed here tonight. I couldn't, like that, we have seen so many good battles all over the field. Clean racing. Unfortunate for Green at the beginning of this race, and unfortunate for the disconnect earlier. I don't know, I forget who that was, but someone got a disconnect earlier on in the race, and we'll be getting no points here tonight. Very unfortunate. A few drivers have been actually struggling with the disconnects in this race, and I think it's just because of GT7 just coming out, so the Gran Turismo servers, even on Sport, has been a little bit overfilled, I'd like to say. But yeah, so far it looks like Carbon Boy is actually taking a little bit of a drifting line around these corners, trying to make up as much time as he can, but with that he's losing a lot of time on his end, and I need to see this real quick. Oh yeah, F for unlucky incident. Yeah, it's just been unfortunate, but yeah, they can still keep on going. There's still one more race left in the season next week at Le Mans, all or nothing. I'm actually gonna go up above with Renegade and Money Matt. As you can see, Money Matt closing in a little bit to Renegade. As you can see, the gap is now down to 9/10, closing in towards 8/10. So it can go any way here. Money Matt still trying to stay right on the tail end of Renegade. And it looks like Renegade's actually starting to pull away a little bit. That time gap is now up to a second now, as he makes his way now towards turn 1. We're actually going to stay on board with Money Matt. We're actually going to give a little bit of a quick description here of Nürburgring. As you just saw, turns 1 and 2, those two right-handers down to the hairpin of turn 2. Now this left-hander of turn 3, as they make their way down, stay in the 4th gear, brakes around now towards the 2nd gear, towards turn 4. And now turn 5 is a very short exit around that corner. Try and get on the throttle as much as you can and push your way through. Of course, with that in mind as well, towards turn 6 and 7, a little bit of an XS section here, as you try to get as much of the curbs as you can, minimize the time between you and the finish. But yeah, they're still pushing their way through, trying to gain as much positions as they potentially can, but it's still going to be difficult. Let's see how they're going to do in the rest of this race. Renegade is starting to pull away a little bit from Money Matt. Looks like Money Matt's tires are starting to age a little bit. Let's see if Renegade is starting to catch up with J-Rod. I'm not too sure. It looks like J-Rod has a little bit of a faster line here as he makes his way down. The gap now around 2.5 seconds. I want to say just under 2.5 seconds between Renegade and J-Rod. But let's see how these drivers are going to do. Still around an hour and 7 minutes left of racing here tonight. It's going to be very, very exciting. Let's see how these drivers take it now. But still plenty of time, still plenty of space, and still plenty of racing to come, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere, because we still have a lot of racing left to do. As you can see, Wooly has now caught on the tail end of Super Max around the final corner. They now enter lap 12 of this an hour and a half race, 90 minutes So you can see the gap now towards 3/10. Is Woody opting for the move on the inside here of the hairpin? No, he's going to stay right behind. And you can see how close these drivers are getting to each other. Close quarter racing, as I said before. These drivers are giving it their all. 2 races left in the season, trying to gain as many positions as they potentially can. Gray's 1 now entering the frame as well, as we're now looking at a 3-way battle for the 9th place with Supermax, Wooly, and Gray's 1 as they make their way down. We're actually going to go on board with Gray's 1 now, actually, as we're seeing him catching up right on the tail end of Wooly. But he's still trying to gain as many positions as he can. We're struggling a little bit in the practice session, and now down to 11th, but still plenty of racing left here tonight. I'm actually going to quickly check this out real quick. We're actually going to check out where everyone actually started at the beginning of this race. And it looks, yep, so Igoni just had an amazing race here so far. Started in first, lost it in turn 1, but was able to bring it back near the end of lap 1, and now still leading the way. And I'm seeing people join from my YouTube. If you're joining from the Just Gaming YouTube, please make your way to the description of GT Champions, because honestly it's worth it a lot better. But yep, Egon now having an amazing start. Venom has actually started from 7th and made his way up to 2nd so far in this race. So doing an exceptional job as he now clocks in a 206.171 on that lap. Still keeping that consistency. Leo started in 9th and up to 3rd now. So an amazing push from him as well. As we're now nearing the tail end of this race. Still good racing all around, but there's still plenty of time left, and let's see who is going to be the one to take it. Leo has just hit the cones on the exit there. Probably got a little bit of understeer on the exit, but will still be pressing on, still pushing his way through and trying to get up to 2nd place. Now 1 second and a 10th separate both Leo and Venom as they make their way down. Now we're looking at around 13 minutes left until the pit window opens. If you guys do not remember, I'll actually put this up real quick for the race info. So as it stands, so of course we are here at the Nürburgring Grand Prix setup in the BMW M4s. And these drivers with the pit window, they have 1 set of softs, 1 set of mediums to use in this race. 2 times the tire wear, 2 times the fuel consumption, and the pit window opens at the 50-minute mark and closes at the 40-minute mark. And you can if you have to pit between that, it can only be for damage. If you try to pit for a set of softs from a set of mediums, or if you try to go for a new tire compound or refuel, you will be smacked with a whole minute time penalty. So these drivers trying to hold on with the fuel, trying to hold on with their set of tires, trying to make them last as much as they can. But that is going to be it. These guys still making their way down. Plenty of racing yet to come. But looks like the grid is a little bit spread out. Looks like we have a few battles with Leo and Venom in for that battle for 2nd place. We have a battle near the back with Money Matt and Carbon Boy still. Looks like Bite the Roses as well. Supermax is starting to lose out of that battle and now has Wooly on the tail end with Gray's 1 as well. It looks like Viper's Fang is trying to creep up on that battle as well. 3 seconds behind them now. And you can see all of these drivers, all of these BMW M3s. Look at these beautiful vehicles make their way down around turns 1 and 2. But as it stands now, Egon still having the race lead by a whole almost 5 seconds now. Venom and Leo now gonna go side to side here on the exit of turn 5 and 6. Well, actually now turn 6 now and turn 7 as they make their way down. Leo is going to be battling his way out ahead of Venom now. Or actually, is he? These drivers still giving it the roll. Leo trying to switch to the outside, but Venom taking the defensive position on the inside here. And you can see the gap between these drivers now just shortening down. Leo right on the tail end, right on that spoiler, trying to get past it and trying to go side to side, but Venom just takes it a beautiful defensive position here as he makes his way down. Still plenty of racing left to go as Leo is now making his way down. He's looking on the inside of Venom, now the outside of Venom. Is he going to try and pull the switch back? No, he cannot. Venom still holds onto that position. Leo now slots onto the inside. Is he gonna go for it now? He is! As he makes his way, goes over the curb, eats a lot of that curb on the inside tires as they make their way down towards the hairpin. Very, very crucial to get this right. And Venom is gonna hold on to that second place. An amazing battle between them two. Let's actually see how this all brewed up. As you saw, Venom and ATK earlier on. ATK, of course, Leo battling out. They were going side to side throughout all of this. An amazing battle from right there. An amazing battle to the hairpin all the way up. And then towards the final corner. So an amazing battle all over the field. As we're going to see Leo battle out once again on the inside of Venom. Leo getting a little bit of a slippery exit there. You can see that he's struggling a little bit with the tires on the exit. No, they make contact. They make contact. A little bit of a slide to Venom, but he was able to hold on to that vehicle. Leo with a little bit of a dirty overtake there, I'd like to say. There was a lot of contact between those two BMWs, and that's going to be giving J-Rod the opportunity to push his way up. As you can see, J-Rod, we're actually on board with J-Rod now, right on the tail end of Venom, and Leo. It's best for him to not, if I was in J-Rod's position right now, it's best for him to not get involved. Oh, and Bite the Roses has disconnected. We have two disconnects, one of Little Mac and Bite the Roses. Oh no, it's all over again. A lot of disconnects over the field. Very unfortunate to see with these guys giving it their all and their internet just holding them back a little bit. All of these drivers just trying to get a good result, stay in the race, but now there goes half an hour of their time. Very unfortunate. Hope to see them in the chat as well. Oh, it looks like Venom is going to go on the inside of Leo. Now going to stop for the outside. J-Rod is going to try and battle out with Venom for that third place. They touch. They bump doors. Trade a little bit of paint. A little bit of blue and pink for the black and green. But J-Rod is going to stay right behind Venom. And this is exactly what Leo wants. He wants them to battle out right behind him and increase the gap between him and that battle. As now Egon, what's happening with Egon? Has he gotten a little bit of a spin? Because he lost a lot of time just then. Yeah, looks like he went right over the curbs of the chicane. You can see he lost a lot of time there. And now the gap between him and Leo is now down to a second and a tenth as they enter turn 2 now. It's a four-way battle for that race lead. It looks like Egon, I was about to say Egoni, like the first time. Jesus. Egon has now lost out a lot of time with that spin there. And now falls down. Well, still in the lead, but the gap now is less than a tenth. It's less than a second now. Very unfortunate to see. Very, very unfortunate to see. But these drivers still making their way, trying to gain as much gap as they can. There's still plenty of time in this race. And looks like we are about to open up the pit window. 7 odd minutes until the pit window opens. Let's see who's going to be the one to start with the pit stops. Who's going to be the one to switch from the softs to the mediums? Who's going to be the one to switch from the mediums to the softs? We're just going to have to wait and see. As now this battle for first is going to brew up a lot. We have, first of all, we have Egon, who has been leading the race from the start. Then we have Leo, who's gained a lot of position. Same goes with Venom, and same goes with J-Rod. As J-Rod now right on the tail end, they almost touch as they make their way around. J-Rod is trying to slide onto the inside, but just couldn't. We're actually going to go on board with Venom to see how that battle is going. J-Rod trying to use the slipstream, still cannot get past as they make their way towards the hairpin, unless he makes a dive here. He did it earlier. for that battle for 4th, but oh, J-Rod caught a lot of that chicane right there. Could be looking at a time penalty, I do believe, as we make our way around the final corner. We're gonna have to wait and see what the FIA says. Went really off the track there, but J-Rod still holds that 3rd place for the time being. J-Rod is still trying to creep his way up. But now we're going to go on board with Egon and Leo as they make their way now towards turn 2. This dreaded hairpin has Leo pulled the switchback of dreams. Looks like he's about to. He's going on the inside of Egon. Pushes his way. Is he going to take the race lead? Yes, he is. Makes his way on the inside of turns 4 and 5 and makes his way towards the lead. Egon, unfortunate with that slide through the hairpin, lost a lot of time there, and now has the slot right behind the fellow Canadian in 2nd. But Leo now takes the race lead. Amazing, amazing, amazing scenes we have here tonight. Of course, if you guys are just queuing in, welcome to GT Champions, as we have now round 9 of 10 here at the Nürburgring. And Leo has just taken the race lead with 54 odd minutes left in this race to see who is going to be the one to come out on top. But as it stands now, Leo has the race lead. Egon currently in 2nd. Venom and J-Rod still having that battle for 3rd. Venom really has to keep up the pace, try to get away from J-Rod, as J-Rod has been closing that gap, just shortening that gap even further, turn after turn. And is J-Rod going to go for it now? Venom takes the defensive line on the inside of the hairpin. J-Rod just couldn't get the positioning there, but makes his way still in 4th, right on the tail end. They're almost touching bumpers between those two BMWs as they make their way around the final corner to start lap 18. 4 minutes left until the pit window opens. And looks like with that battle up ahead, that could be giving Renegade an opportunity to get himself involved in that battle, as we're now seeing it 4.5 seconds separate Renegade and J-Rod. Looks like Supermax has the battle a little bit with that 6th place with Wooly, Viper's Fang, and Money Matt. Money Matt has a 9/10 time penalty that he has to serve. Looks like he cut the corners a little bit too much there, and the FIA has to come into play. But he was gonna have to serve that. If he doesn't serve that at the end of this race, he'll have to. If he doesn't serve it on the track, he'll have to serve it once he crosses the finish line. As you can see, goes AI a little bit, just trying to get as the hundreds, the thousands of time penalties away in these corners, while also keeping the gap between him and Viper's Fang. But his time penalties have really messed up his race here. ART Wooly, though, we're gonna have to keep an eye on this man, as he is currently battling out for the Drivers' Champion. If you guys haven't known, we're actually going to get it up on the graphic if you're looking at GT Champions. The current standings is ART Wooly in the lead with 103 points. J-Rod currently in 2nd with 102, with Leo in 3rd with 97, and Venom in 4th with 95. So currently 3 out of those 4 are battling it out for that race lead, and Egon is in that battle as well, as he has started in 1st. Wooly's still trying to catch up with that battle, currently in 7th, and still has plenty of gap, has a huge gap to make up if he wants to get himself involved with that battle at the up ahead. But as it stands now, if it stays like this, I believe Leo will be taking the Drivers' Championship lead for the race finale. And looks like Egon gonna have a battle with Venom and J-Rod into the dreaded hairpin. Egon taking a lot of that curb as they make their way now towards the exit. This is a 3-way battle for that 2nd place with Egon, Venom, and J-Rod. Renegade creeping up the rear. We're actually gonna go on board with Renegade to see how that battle brews up. Gets a little bit of a front row seat at this point. Was around 4.5 seconds behind that battle. Now has creeped in to around 2.5 seconds. 1 minute left of time on the track before the pit window opens. And you can see now J-Rod, Venom, and Egon giving it their all. We're still going to be on board with Renegade to see how that battle brews up. Oh, it looks like Egon takes the defensive line on the inside. Venom trying to go around the outside. J-Rod going to follow Venom around the outside. Swats back on the inside to get a little bit of a faster exit. But those two drivers up ahead still giving it a good battle there. Venom still trying to stay on the inside, but Egon holds the position of second place. And you can see J-Rod right on the tail end, a little bit of bump drafting between the two RWBs as they make their way now towards the end of Sector 3. Right at the end of this right-hander, J-Rod's going to slide on the inside. Venom needs to give the space there. J-Rod stuck his nose in, but looks like his nose was bigger than his mouth. Couldn't really bite his way through and has to stay in that 4th place. Now they're gonna still go side to side. It's a drag race, ladies and gentlemen. But J-Rod looks like he's gonna have to slot right behind Venom, and Venom's gonna stay in that 3rd place for the time being. Egon starting to go into the pit lane. The pit window is open, ladies and gentlemen, and Egon's tires are gone. Started on a set of softs, 17% fuel left in that car, and let's see exactly how much damage he had to go through. Wow! Hold on. I just saw that. Look at that. Those front tires are extremely screaming out. They're about 50%. Wow, he made those softs last long. As he makes his way now, gonna go with a set of mediums, gonna fuel up his car a little bit during the pit window. Let's see how he's gonna do for the rest of this race as he makes his way down. And he's gonna exit out right in 11th with Clint Freeman right behind as well. Egon cuts the pit exit there. I'm not too sure if that's a legal move or illegal move, but we're gonna have to check back with the stewards at the end of that. But we have now that battle for the lead between 3 drivers who are trying to get the championship lead with Venom, J-Rod, and Leo. Leo now up ahead from Venom by 5 seconds. So them two battling out near the back is giving Leo a huge leeway. Up ahead, the pit window, if you guys haven't heard me yet, the pit window is open for business. And these drivers really need to do it. As you can see, 48, the pit window started at the 50th. They will close at the 40-minute mark. Who is going to be the one to optimize that pit stop and try and make an undercut? Looks like Venom really trying to hold on to that 2nd place for the time being. J-Rod just going to stay right behind. Same goes with Renegade. Renegade is closing in on that battle as well as they continue to challenge each other for that 2nd place. And you can see, and you can just hear it with those drivers out there. They've been racing for about 40 minutes. Well, we can say 43 minutes actually at this point in time. And those rubbers are screaming out. Just hear the screeching in these corners. Oh, they are begging to get a change. They are begging. They're absolutely on their knees begging. But as it stands now, they're able to keep on going, keep them strong, and keep them nice and practically clean, I should say. But as it stands now, Egon was able to make his way into the pit lane. This battle for 2nd between Renegade, J-Rod, and Venom is starting to brew up a little bit more now, as Leo is currently still running away with the race lead. You can see how far he is. Look at that little pixel, that car so far away out there. But Renegade now still trying to get himself involved in that battle. But with those two big contenders of Venom and J-Rod, it's going to be a tough order for them, as them two are going to go balls to the wall, as they are going to be battling out as much as they can for the Drivers' Championship. But as it stands now, Renegade is going to stay right behind them two for the time being. But as it stands now, ladies and gentlemen, I do gotta say that with the pit window open, we have to, we're gonna hear, oh, actually, no, looks like J-Rod's gonna finally make the move here, I think. Is J-Rod gonna get it? We're gonna be getting to an ad break right before, but it looks like 45 minutes left. Is Venom, J-Rod, and Renegade gonna go into the pit lane? I'm not too sure. Venom is opting to stay out. J-Rod is opting to stay out. Oh, Renegade trying to get on the inside of J-Rod there into the final corner, but the door was closed there. He couldn't really fit himself through a door that's closed. There was no opening there and has to stay right behind. But these drivers are still going at it. Still going at it. As Renegade's looking on the inside for a sec there, but just couldn't get the braking zone down there, and plus he was around 4/10 behind. Would have been very, very ambitious to try and make that move. Viper's Fang now in 7th enters the pit lane. Oh, look at Renegade now. He's desperate. Renegade is trying to get the move here, trying to get into the podium positions. From what I've been told, had a good race last week at Dragon Trail Gardens, but now he's going to go side to side with J-Rod around the outside. He's going to battle out with the title contenders. Is he going to be the one to come out on top? Renegade versus J-Rod. Who is going to be getting that 3rd place position? As we now have 4.5 minutes left of the pit window being open. These drivers really need to decide if they're going to go into the pit lane or not, because if they exit out after the 40-minute mark, it will go down as an illegal pit stop. So I'd say better be safe than sorry. Go into the pit lane now and try and get that undercut and not get an illegal pit stop, or else you're going to be the one to regret it. But these drivers, well, that was if I was in these drivers' seats right now, but I'm not in their seats. I'm in the nice, cool AC'd comms box as always. Oh, and it looks like Venom is still pushing on for that second. And I think he's on a set of mediums. Yeah, he's on a set of mediums. So let's actually see how those medium tires are going to be going with this now. But, yeah, it looks like those tires are really starting, like around maybe 20% loss or 25% loss. So it looks like, oh, and there you go. Venom and J-Rod are going to go into the pit lane. Renegade is going to stay out for the time being, and his tires have got to be screaming at this point. He really needs to get that change done as soon as possible. They need Togo? But oh, you mean Toto? No, Michael, it's not right. It's not right, Michael. No, Renegade, it's not right. You have to go into the pit lane, Renegade. It's not right, Renegade. It's not right. Leo, go into the pit lane. It's not right. It's not right. At all. Get into the pit lane. No. Nine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Too far. Looks like Egon now is going to be slotting right behind Venom, so it looks like the undercut didn't really work for him with those set of mediums. Venom now exits out on the set of softs. Same goes with Renegade. So now is the challenge to see where they're going to come out compared to Leo now, as Leo's still yet to go into the pit lane. And he was on a set of softs, so he needs to see how those mediums are going to feel. Renegade currently on a set of softs as well, so really ate a lot of tire air behind those medium runners up ahead. But with that now, J-Rod is going to take that 3rd place for the time being of Venom. Looks like he had a faster pit stop compared to Venom. Probably went a little bit less fuel, I'm not too sure. But J-Rod now in the podium positions. Egon currently in 5th, trying to keep up with those new set of mediums. But with those new set of meters compared to a new set of softs, and I gotta say the drivers are a little bit higher up on the driver standing. It's going to be a huge order for him. Leo makes his way towards the pit lane. Same goes with Renegade. Now J-Rod, where is he going to come out compared to those two drivers ahead? They'll be on a new set of mediums, where he is on a new set of softs. They're pitting at a good time. The softs will wear out pretty quick, so pitting at 43-42 minute mark is a smart move. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. But we have to keep an eye on them now, as Renegade is now in the pit lane. He's going for the tire change. Leo's now filling up the fuel, so Leo will be coming out ahead of Renegade, but will he be ahead of J-Rod? As J-Rod goes out of the pit lane now, Leo is still gonna stay in the race lead. And Renegade's gonna exit out of the pit lanes now, just behind J-Rod, and he's gonna battle out with Venom into turn 1. Venom's gonna try and use those softs as much as possible, and he got the better traction. Venom now back into the podium positions. Did not want to stay behind Renegade whatsoever. Viper's Fang now. We still have that battle in the mid pack with Viper's Fang, Supermax, Wooly, Carbon Boy, Money Matt, Gray's 1. As Gray's 1 now, is he going for the move with those new set of softs? Gonna dive on the inside of turn 2. Is Money Matt gonna try and answer back? No, he cannot. Money Matt has to stay behind Gray's 1. And you can see Money Matt still not really respecting the the track limits and trying to gain as much time as he can, but he's really getting very close to the limit. As you can see right here, going completely off of the track there. Not sure if he'll get a time penalty for that or not. Actually, he does not, so he is safe now. But looks like just ahead of them, sorry, right here with Supermax trying to hold off ART Wooly. And to be honest with you, Wooly has been in a very, very difficult position. Wooly currently our drivers championship leader. Oh no. With them two now battling out for the drivers championship of ART Wooly, and his main competitors, all three of them in the top 3, gonna be having to work extra hard, gonna be having to work double time in the next race at Le Mans. But anything can happen, as always, ladies and gentlemen. But now the pit window has been closed for a minute and a half now, and all of these drivers with those new set of rubbers are going to be eyeing down to see if they can make them last the rest of this race. Let's see how they are going to do. But now up ahead, Leo leads by 5 seconds. An amazing lead for him with those new set of mediums. But with J-Rod and Venom, with those new set of softs, they're going to be eyeing down to shorten the gap as quick as possible, as we now have 38 minutes left of racing here for GTC-3. And it looks like J-Rod is starting to pull away a little bit of Venom up ahead. So Venom really needs to pick up the pace a little bit, probably use a lot more fuel to try and close down the gap, and then try to fuel save near the end once you make the pass. But I don't think he's going to do that. He's not going to risk that at all. And he's going to stay in that 3rd place for the time being. Probably going to try and catch out J-Rod on a mistake. Probably Leo as well. But J-Rod currently in a purple sector 2 now, as he's still trying to push the limits of that BMW GR4 car. And I gotta say, BMW is one of my favorite manufacturers of cars. Probably not for racing, but just for pure luxury. I just love those cars. I actually have a few family members that actually have them, and gotta say they are pretty comfy. My aunt actually, if you guys don't know, well, you guys wouldn't know, but if you guys know this car, my aunt actually has a BMW Z4. So, and I loved that car, absolutely loved it. But I'm actually looking at it now. So the gap was around 5 seconds at the beginning of this lap, and the gap now is down to 3.5 seconds. So Leo could be being caught up by J-Rod. Let's see the time difference between those two. J-Rod just set a time of a 2:04.815, currently the fastest lap, where with Leo has set a time of a 2:06.287. So he really needs to pick up the pace to stay ahead, as he just lost around 1.5 seconds there to J-Rod. So he really needs to pick up the pace, try and keep that race lead, because oh, I just dropped my controller. Because with that in mind, this is going to be a very close finish, and anything can happen. I love the German manufacturers. Oh yeah, the Mercedes E-Class. Yeah, those ones are really good. Those ones are extremely good. But gotta say now, these drivers are a little bit spread out up the front. Looks like we have a battle near the middle of the pack, I want to say. So I'm actually gonna go down, and yep, Carbon Boy right on the tail end of Supermax as they make their way down. Supermax takes a little bit of a drifty slide there, probably struggling a little bit with the braking into these corners, but was able to still stay within track limits. And sorry, it's been a long night for me, guys. Stay in that 7th place, but Carbon Boy is starting to close that gap a little bit, and it doesn't look like anything is happening. So we'll be right back, guys. We're gonna take a little bit of a quick break, and we're gonna hear from of course, thanks again to Metropolis, one of our proud sponsors here in GTC, in GT Champions. Metropolis, switch with Metropolis. Thank you so much for being one of our sponsors. Hopefully we have helped you improve, and thank you for improving us here at GTC. Money Matt has just disconnected from the lobby. Another lobby disconnect. So unfortunate to see there, guys. The drivers, now we are down to 12, I do believe, drivers. Yep, down to 12, and we have lost a total of 3 drivers out there. So very unfortunate to see, but I'm actually gonna quickly go on board with Supermax, who is currently defending against Carbon Boy. And I do gotta say one more thing. I did say it at the beginning, I'm gonna say it here again. So if you guys don't mind, Supermax, he has a special request, of course, with this livery, with the blue and yellow, for Ukraine. Stop war back in Ukraine, the Stop War campaign, no war campaign for Ukraine supporters. As Supermax actually with the livery is actually for not just for the awareness, but also with his good friend of Jen, as Jen is actually going to be departing to Ukraine to serve in the Foreign Legion, as they had experience in the US, as they were part of the US Army, and they're gonna use their set of skills to aid Ukraine in this war. And we all wish a safe departure, we all wish a safe return as well, and lots of love and a lot of respect to everyone that are making their way down to Ukraine to fight for the Foreign Legion. So please, everyone, show the love to Supermax, show the love to Jen, and we are actually going to go on board with Supermax. We're going to go in the chase, and we're going to have a quick minute of silence. So when it hits 30:15, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for that minute of silence. Our condolences to everyone that has lost their lives in Ukraine, and lots of love to everyone that are currently in Ukraine or have families that have been affected. And of course, a safe departure and return to Jen and everyone fighting at with the Foreign Legion in Ukraine. Hope for a safe departure, but especially a safe return as well. We couldn't respect you guys even more. I salute everyone making their way down, and thank you again, Supermax, with delivery. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. It kind of reminds me of the like with the design. Kind of reminds me of the professional BMW racing teams, where they would have like the blue and white stripe making going down. And of course, with it, with the yellow and blue, of course, special, for a special occasion, as well, and for awareness of everything that's going on in the world. So again, lots of love to everyone, and lots of love and care to everyone that has been affected. But we are back at it again for GTC, and I'm actually going up to the field. It looks like J-Rod and Venom are now up with Leo for the race lead. These three drivers going to be battling out. I'm actually going to quickly get the standings up on the board. As you guys can see, these drivers are all battling out for the Drivers' Championship. J-Rod currently in second with 102 points. Leo currently in third, sorry, with 97. First in the race, third in the championship with 97 points. Venom close behind in third in the race, but currently fourth in the championship with 95 points. And Wooly is all the way down to, I believe, ninth. Yep, down to ninth. Could be looking at eighth against Carbon Boy on the inside here, as he's trying to get a faster exit. It's going to be a drag race between these two drivers as they make their way down towards the hairpin, and Willie makes his way up to 8th place now. And looks like Willie is going to be losing his current championship lead as it stands. Sorry, I just realized I had the analog stick stuck to my leg there, guys. Sorry about that that glitch there. But yeah, Willie's trying to defend it, but is not really in the position to defend it, as Leo, J-Rod, and Venom, those three drivers that he's battling out with, is going to be taking that championship lead, and we could be seeing Wooly down to 4th at the end of this race. But there's still plenty of racing left. But let's see now, is Leo going to be able to hold up J-Rod and Venom up ahead? Is going to be very difficult for him. With those set of mediums, are going to be able to get the grip on the later run And J-Rod and both J-Rod and Venom really need to get past as soon as possible, because with Leo's set of mediums, it's going to make those softs work even harder with the dirty air. And you can see J-Rod trying to get past as quick as possible. He's going to look on the inside now. Leo going to take the defensive line on the inside of the chicane, and Venom just getting a little bit of a back row seat of that battle. But Leo is able to push his way past that chicane faster than J-Rod, and that's going to be giving Venom potentially an opportunity to make the move. But Venom is going to be patient. He's going to wait behind J-Rod. He's going to wait for them two up ahead to battle out and make a mistake. And Venom still in third place for the time being. Leo up ahead by 5/10, but the slipstream is going to put it down to around 4.5 into the double right-hander. It's going to be very, very close. But let's see, it is now Leo now around the outside. J-Rod is going to try and shoot on the inside, but Leo now has the inside line and is going to be able to defend that race lead once again. Is Venom going to try and get past and try and take the race lead here? No, he is not. He's going to stay right behind J-Rod. These three drivers giving it their all time and time again. J-Rod going to shoot on the inside there, but couldn't get the job done. Parked on the apex to defend against Venom. So J-Rod really getting impatient. He needs to get past as soon as possible, because those softs are going to be working extra hard now. Leo defending on the inside line, and Venom looks like he wants to battle out. He's tired of waiting for J-Rod. Was trying to get on the inside there. Will have to stay right behind. And look how close these three drivers are as they make their way down. J-Rod really needs to get past as soon as possible. He's going to look around the outside. Leo's going to take the defensive line on the inside, squeezes J-Rod right wide on the entrance of that. J-Rod's going to try and make the switch back there, but couldn't get it done. J-Rod's trying to use every trick in the book to get past Leo, but Leo just doing an exceptional job to defend. And it looks like J-Rod is going for it now. He's looking on the inside. Is he going to take the race lead? He is for the time being, but it's a drag race towards the hairpin. Leo has the inside line. He's going to break a little bit later and hold on to that position, and J-Rod will stay in second. Leo defending like an absolute champion out here. Amazing stuff. This has been extraordinary scenes, and I gotta actually make note of this actually. So far we've seen ATK, J-Rod, and Venom battle each other out after their pit stop. And to be honest, they've been battling out since the beginning with J-Rod and Venom. But with Leo making that pit stop with those set of mediums, is really trying hard to stay ahead of J-Rod and Venom. It's going to be close racing. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit, guys, I gotta say, because this has been extraordinary racing for GTC-3. I couldn't be here last week due to technical difficulties, so again, what a return that I've been witnessing here. And J-Rod is going to really stick his nose in there. He now has the inside line. This could be job done for J-Rod, but Leo has the faster exit around that corner, and J-Rod again needs to slot behind. He's going to try and go around the outside, but just can't get it done. Leo holds him to the position once again. Oh, is he going to get it now, though? Is he going to get it now? The gap was there, but Leo shuts the door right in front of J-Rod as they make their way down. J-Rod still in second place, right on that diffuser. He's going to look around the outside, but doesn't have the pace to hold on to it. And Leo still stays in the lead. This battle for first has been brewing up for the longest time. Leo has been leading this battle for the longest time. J-Rod has been in second, and Venom has been in third throughout the majority of this. And J-Rod's trying to go for it again around the outside. Is he gonna get it? No, he is not. So he's gonna slot right ahead of Venom, right behind Leo. A little bit of contact between those three drivers through the chicane as they make their way through. Venom trying to get around the outside of J-Rod. Now on the inside potentially. No, he has to stay right behind. His tires are really struggling out there with the grip on the exit of these corners. but J-Rod able to take care of those rubbers. Leo is going to go on the defensive line on the inside. Is J-Rod going to get it? Is he going to get it? They bump side pods around that corner. Leo now has to take the defensive line. He shuts the door, keeps the lead. So Leo, like an Alpine driver in Formula 1 last season, defending like an absolute lion as he keeps that race lead. J-Rod currently in second, trying to get past. He's been trying for multiple laps now, but still couldn't prevail as Leo has been defending for the longest time. But let's see how this goes. Oh, I am an admin for RWB and one of the dudes in charge of GTC, and that's how I got started. Oh wow. Well, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Good to have you in here. I hope that I'm doing a good job for you. Oh, Venom! Venom's gonna take the race lead as Leo has gone onto the gravel. What has happened there? So it looks like Leo just didn't get the better exit there. So yeah, he looks like he got tapped there on the exit, got a little bit of the gravel on the outside, and Venom is able to get past. So Venom pulls the double overtake there on Leo and J-Rod, and he's going to take the lead. J-Rod hasn't moved any positions here, so Venom has really caught himself out. So an amazing, amazing, amazing battle that we have been witnessing for the longest time. Venom is going to hold on, try to defend against J-Rod, and with that battle, that's going to be giving Leo an opportunity to make his way up to that battle once again, because the longer them two have a battle up ahead, the shorter the gap will be. And J-Rod's gonna look on the inside around the final corner, and he's going to take it. Venom just couldn't get past, couldn't hold the position. He's gonna slide right behind J-Rod, trying to break the slipstream. Is Venom going to try and make the move around the outside? He is. Breaks a little bit later, trying to go around the outside. He's done it before against Renegade out of the pit exit, and he's able to do it once again. Venom taking control of that BMW and retaking the lead. Just got to love seeing that. Love to see these back and forth battles all over the pitch. And back and forth battle, well, pitch. Over the track. Venom gets a little bit of a slippery exit there, and J-Rod's going to try and make the move around the outside. The gap is there, but is it going to be the right call for J-Rod? He's going to be around the outside once again there. So Venom holding onto that position and recovered from that slip just then, and he's going to stay in the race lead. 18 odd minutes left in this race. It's going to be very, very close for this race end. Who is going to take the championship lead as we make our way towards the final race of the season? Is going to be balls to the walls with all of these drivers as we are at the penultimate race of the season now here at the Nürburgring. J-Rod, he's going for the move around the inside again. Is Venom going to try and defend on the inside of the next corner? Which he is. Is he going to hold the position? It's going to be tough for him as it goes side to side again. It's a drag race, and Venom slots in, closes the door. Oh, and look at Leo. Is Leo going to try and get past J-Rod? Is he going to try and give him a taste of his own medicine? Yes, he is. They're going to go side to side around the hairpin. Well, not the hairpin, the chicane, sorry, towards the final corner, which is a hairpin. And Leo's going to stay right behind in third. Almost made his way up to second. And this is what Venom wants. He was able to hold off J-Rod as long as possible for Leo to try and make his way up. As the gap now is less than a tenth. There's going to be bump drafting between those two drivers. Leo shoots to the inside for a sec there, but couldn't get it. He knows that he doesn't have the traction to do that with those set of mediums, and didn't want to ruin someone else's race. He's going to stay in that podium position for the time being. But it's been extraordinary scenes all over the field. Venom still having the race lead, still having the fastest lap as well. So with that fastest lap, we'll be starting at the back of the grid in the final race. Sweet Jeebus, said J-Rod. Oh, you gotta love to see that. You love to see that, I gotta say. But Venom now still trying to hold off against J-Rod. And now 16 odd minutes left in this race. We're looking at around maybe 8 laps. Well, actually 9, I should say. 9 laps around this track to end round 9. Venom still has the race lead for the time being, with J-Rod in second, Leo creeping up in third. But he's starting to lose the gap a little bit. J-Rod trying to move around the outside. Is he going to catch Venom on the switchback? He was trying to, but it just, the door wasn't there. The door was nowhere to be seen for J-Rod, as that door has been shut. There's no light at the end of the hallway for him with that corner, but doesn't mean that it's been faded out for forever. Venom defends on the inside. You can see that racing line trying to defend as much as possible. J-Rod trying to get past, but just can't do it in that chicane. Venom just defending perfectly for that race lead, and is really holding his own. That BMW has proven him time and time again that he could be the driver's champion. But with 15 odd minutes left in this race, anyone's game at this point. As we now enter turn 1, is J-Rod going to try and make the move now? No, he is not. He's going to still stay right behind. Got a faster exit on the exit there in turn 2. But now towards turn 3 and 4, J-Rod is going to still be right behind Venom. We're actually going to go on board with Venom here, actually, to see how close they are. Of course, Venom previously just at a 206.029. And it looks like those softs are starting to, I think his tires are starting to get degraded a little bit. I think the softs are starting to get degraded here. And this could be where Leo takes the lead, because those mediums are really going to be good at the end of this race. And with Venom and J-Rod still battling out, it's just going to be giving Leo a little bit of a leeway to stay with that battle. This front 3, we're not going to be off at this battle, because this could be the championship decider here. Yep. I found what was stuck in my mouth, in my teeth. It was a little bit of the popcorn shells from earlier, but look at this now. J-Rod trying to go around the outside of Venom. He's going to have the inside line here. Is he going to get it? The door is there. The gap has been given, but it's not going to be enough. Now is Leo going to go around the outside of J-Rod here. They are bumping tires as they make their way down. Leo will have the slipstream off of Venom. Is Leo going to try and make a double overtake here? Oh, no, he's going to settle for 1 as he pushes his way up to second, but gets pushed off a little bit there. Venom didn't think that he was there on the exit, which he actually was, but unfortunate for Leo, was almost past J-Rod there into that corner, but Leo just didn't come out on top of that battle. J-Rod's still going to stay right behind Venom in second. And I am absolutely speechless, because this battle has been going on for the longest time. But this is the one thing about these drivers, though, is that with this being an endurance race, especially like at the beginning, it's been a lot of patience, a lot of strategy with the fuel, with the tires, trying to manage them. They're probably going on a little bit of the lower fuel ends of power, like on the lean end of the power, and still staying with that. And you can see that these drivers have really done their homework, because this is going to be the last few minutes of this race, and this could be all for nothing. But as it comes to around the final minutes, these drivers are going to get a little bit desperate now. Patience and strategy is going to go out the window. Pure aggression and skill is going to come into play at the end of this. And look how close J-Rod is on the diffuser of Venom. Is J-Rod going to be able to get the move here? No, he is not. He's still going to stay right behind Venom in that BMW. Let's see now. The blues, the pink, and the white BMW of J-Rod, still closing in on the white, black, and green of Venom. Is Venom going to be able to hold that position? J-Rod staying in the slipstream, but he's not going to be able to get the move done here as they now enter the chicane. J-Rod getting a little bit more of the curb as he would want, as they now come around the final corner. 11 odd minutes left of this. And wait, hold on, did I just say that? A lot of patience and strategy. Looks like we're both on the same wavelength here. I tell you, we're both on the same wavelength here. But as it is closing in to the near end of this race, I do gotta remind you guys that the upcoming rounds we will be at Le Mans for round 10 in the Renault RS01 GT3, and this is going to be a season finale to remember. So don't go anywhere, guys. Next week, same place, same time, is where we're going to see the drive of a lifetime to see who's going to be the one crowned champion at the end. And with that in mind, J-Rod still right on the tail end of Venom as they make their way down towards the hairpin of Sector 2. Is J-Rod going to try and make the move here around the outside potentially? No, he is not. Gets a little bit of a bump, gives a little bit of a bump to Venom there. As Venom gets a little bit of a slower exit around the outside. J-Rod still trying to get past, but Venom is just doing an exceptional job to defend. J-Rod just can't do nothing about it. And with those softs starting to deteriorate at the end of this, is J-Rod going to try and go around the outside? No, he can't. He didn't get the line right there, and he gets a half a second time penalty for going off the track. Venom now will have that lead in his grasp, as we're now seeing Leo get past. And then there you go, J-Rod serving that time penalty now. As we enter the hairpin, Leo pushes his way up to second, and J-Rod now down to third as he is serving that time penalty. Unfortunate to see that there, but he still has plenty of race left. 9 minutes to really punch it in, make up that half a second, and get back towards the battle for the lead. But it looks like this is going to be the time to where Leo's set of mediums are really going to be faster than those old set of softs. But let's see now. Looks like there's still a little bit life left in those softs, but these mediums still trying to push their way through. Leo gets a little bit off the track there. I don't know if that will be a time penalty for that man there. Not entirely sure. As he makes his way now towards turn 5. You can take a lot of that curb on the exit there, and you'll still be within track limits. But now you can see it. J-Rod and Leo are starting to lose their gap towards Venom. And Venom could be looking at a clear race win here. 8 minutes left of this race. If J-Rod wants to take this win, he needs to get past Leo as quick as possible. This might be his only chance to take that championship lead into the final race. And I do gotta say, we actually did miss a few overtakes from Wooly, who is trying to defend his position as well, overtaking both Egon and Supermax. So this is gonna be very, very close at the end of this. So Leo's still trying to keep up with Venom's lead there. The gap is now around 3 seconds. J-Rod is pushing. I think there's a little bit of bump drafting between those two drivers as they make their way down towards the straight, towards the hairpin. Who is going to be the one to come out on top of this battle? As we have now around 7 odd minutes left in this race. It's anyone's game at this point. It's going to be a photo finish, I can tell you that. And this is where all of their practice, all of their patience and strategy will prevail, because this is it. 7 minutes, around 4 laps around this track, and this could be the end for Wooly's charge of the Drivers' Championship, because their three biggest competitors are now in first, second, and third, and Wooly is now down to sixth, and J-Rod is going to go around the inside of Leo. Leo's going to take it back on the inside of turn 5. Is J-Rod going to try and slide around the outside? No, he is not. Leo is going to stay in that second place. As we see it now, Leo's still trying to hold on for that second place. J-Rod is trying to get past as quick as possible, but with them two battling it out, Venom will be having a clear race lead at the end of this race. A second and 4/10 now in the lead, with them two having that battle behind. Venom has clean air, clean space for that race lead and potential for the Drivers' Championship lead at the end of this. It's going to be very close. I don't know what the points will be for these drivers at the end, but we're going to have to go down to our potential mathematician, I like to say. And it looks like, here we go, J-Rod's going to go on the inside, and he's done it. He's pushed his way up to second, but at what cost, though? He has lost his chance of taking the race lead at this point. 1.6 seconds separate J-Rod and Venom. As we now have 5 minutes left of this race, these drivers are going to give it their all or nothing at this point, as they try to make their way through. This is going to be an intense ending. I do have to say, this is going to be a seriously intense ending, as J-Rod's gap now 1.3 seconds. He is gaining on Venom, and he'll be right on the tail end of Venom, I think, at the end of the final lap. So it's going to be very, very close between all of these drivers out here. Who is going to be the one to come out on top? Who is going to get the gold trophy? And who is going to be the one to have the fireworks and give themselves a little bit of an advantage for the final race of the season, for Season 3? This is going to be an ending to remember here in GTC-3, as the gap now is 9/10 between J-Rod and Venom. The gap is shortening down. J-Rod has really picked up the pace to try and catch up with Venom. So this is going to be anyone's game at this point. Sorry guys, but J-Rod right on the tail end. He is really making his way through. He's getting faster times there. 6/10 I should say, now separate J-Rod and Venom. J-Rod is actually picking up the pace a little bit. Venom, even with that fastest lap, he's going to be having a tough time for the ending of this race. Looks like J-Rod has really taken care of his rubbers, and looks like he's using a lot of energy. So I think he really has taken care of his his fuel as well. And with the slipstream as well, he could be looking at getting that race win as quick as possible. But this is going to be an ending to remember, guys. I will not be surprised if we see this on ESPN headlines, because this is going to be a very close ending to the season. J-Rod has now caught up with Venom, and he's going to try and make a move, potentially less than 2/10 separate first and second place now, as they make their way towards the timing line of 2:04.9 for J-Rod, which is 3/10 slower than Venom's fastest lap here. J-Rod, is he going to go for the switch back here? He has the line as he makes his way towards Venom. This is going to be it. All or nothing at this point, ladies and gentlemen, as J-Rod and Venom give it their all for the race win. Who's going to be the one to come out on top? It's anyone's game at this point. We're not going to get off at this battle, because this is the decider. 2 odd minutes left in this race. Venom really needs to pick up the pace there and defend that position. J-Rod is doing everything that he can to try and get past, But as I said before, Venom is defending like a true champion. Gets a little bit of the sand, and he's gonna go down to second. J-Rod is gonna be taking the race lead as they have a drag race down towards the hairpin. Venom around the outside, J-Rod on the inside. And J-Rod has got it. Oh, and he's on the grass. He's on the gravel now. Re-enters the track. Hits Venom on re-entry as they both now go side to side. But J-Rod again holds that race lead now. So Venom, this is your chance. Is he going to go around the outside now? No, he cannot. J-Rod's going to hold on to that position and take as much of that line as he can. Venom is trying to get the shotgun exit, taking a wider line on that corner to get a faster exit there. Is he going to get it? He has done faster. He's trying to get the slipstream. Is he going to shoot around the outside? Yes, he is. There's the gap. There's the door. J-Rod's trying to close the gap, but it's too late to close it. And he locks up, goes over the grass. A little bit of a slippery exit there for him, and looks like Leo is going to get a last lap resurgence in this race. He's going to now go around the outside of J-Rod and Venom. This is a three-way battle. This is going to be the last battle of the night. Wow, this is going to be it. Who is going to be the one to come out on top? Is it going to be Leo? Is it going to be J-Rod? Is it going to be Venom? And looks like with 23 seconds left of this race, this is it. This is the final lap. And Venom now slots right behind J-Rod. J-Rod trying to get the defensive lines as much as possible to hold that race lead. He wants to get the gold trophy at the end of this. Venom now right on the tail end. He's really trying to get past. And there you go. There it is. That is it. This is the final lap out on the track for all of these drivers. Who's going to be the one to come out on top for the race win? Is it going to be J-Rod in the lead right now? Is it going to be our fastest lap contender of Venom? Or is it going to be Leo, who has been battling out at the beginning with Egon and still fought his way towards that podium position? And these drivers going to make this an ending to remember. Venom right on the tail end of J-Rod. Almost collected a little bit of gravel there, as they're going to go all out. J-Rod pushing Venom too much on the inside there. I think Venom, that's going to be a tough line for him to carry on. And Leo could be looking at making that battle a little bit more interesting as they make their way down towards Sector 4. This is the final sector. This is it. Who's going to be the one to get the championship? Who's going to be the one to push and give themselves a little bit of an edge for the final race of the season? J-Rod is going to be taking the lead out of that chicane, and he's going to take the win. One more corner around the final lap, and he's going to take the checkered flag and take the win here at the Nürburgring. Venom finishing in second. As you can see, J-Rod celebrating, spinning around the final corner. Amazing scenes for J-Rod, Venom, and Leo. Amazing battle between all of them. Renegade is going to be coming around the hairpin now with Wooly close behind. And actually, you know what? Wooly has actually done an amazing race. Started near the back, of course. Ended in 5th after battling out in the dire moments. Renegade crosses the line to take 4th. Wooly takes 5th. It's going to be a tough time for him at Le Mans to get that championship. But who's going to be the one to come out on top? Supermax and Carbon Boy had themselves a little bit of a battle towards the timing line. A little bit of a bump between them. They're still bumping, so it looks like something happened between them. And Viper's Fang is going to be the last one for us to finish. And it looks like he has run out of fuel. Viper's Fang has run out of fuel. And he's going to edge his way down towards the hairpin. So it looks like that has been it for GTC-3. Ladies and gentlemen, J-Rod is your winner with Venom in second, and Leo takes up the podium positions. Then Renegade in 4th, 5th came Wooly, 6th is going to be Supermax, 7th is Carbon Boy, Viper's Fang, who we're still waiting on reaching the finish line with him running out of fuel in 8th, Grays 1 in 9th, Egon in 10th, and there's your finishers of Clint Freeman in 12th, Green in 13th. But victory! Congratulations to J-Rod! An amazing battle for that man! Gained 7 positions at the end of the race to take the gold trophy. An amazing, amazing battle all over the field between all of those drivers. Love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. But that has been GTC, guys, but we're not done yet. As always, we'll be right back with the interviews with the podium drivers, because that was a very, very close battle, and we're gonna have some special guests as well. So we're gonna be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the interviews. getting sorted. I'm actually gonna do a quick test to see if they can hear you back at home. There we go. They can hear you. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been GTC-3 Round 9. An extraordinary race from start to finish, as always. And we've actually have a record of the amount of people we're having in the interviews. We have 6 drivers here tonight, as Willie was just able to make his way through. But we're going to start off with Egon. How you doing, my man?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Great race tonight.
Honestly, you must be ecstatic. Started in pole position, losing out at the beginning, but was able to steal it back. And I saw that in the middle of the race, like right before the pit window opened, you had a little bit of a mix-up at the chicane that actually led to Leo battling out with you. What happened at the chicane? Did you miss the braking zone, or?
That's exactly it. You caught it right. That was probably one of the big mistakes of the race, where I lost the braking point. I went a little too late, and I almost ended up in the gravel. So I lost easily 3 seconds there, and once you're in the middle of the action, 3 seconds is a lot. But all in all, I think I didn't use the right strategy tonight. It was a good race. It was a fun race. I really enjoyed every minute. But I went with the conservative strategy of starting on the softs at pole position, just taking off and trying to open it up. But that kind of backfires if you just don't hit it as fast as you should. And unfortunately, my soft tires degraded quite fast. I had to go for an early pit stop that left me with little fuel and the medium tires to deal with. So it was not ideal, but I had a lot of fun. It was a great race overall.
It was an extraordinary race, and of course going up against the best in GTC-3 who are battling out for that Drivers' Championship. And again, congratulations for you, Egon, for your race finish. Even though it is completely different to where you started, I think just having that experience as well really under the books, because Nürburgring, they have Formula 1 used to be at this track, and it was tough for those drivers. That's why we haven't really seen it in the calendar for F1 in the real life scene, and just having it in Gran Turismo, still very difficult, but you guys were able to manage your way through. So again, congratulations to you, Egon, on your finish. Good battles at the beginning as well. Unfortunate with the pit strategies, but now we're gonna segue our way through towards Venom. Venom, how you doing, my man?
Dude, I'm sweating.
I could tell. You actually, this is actually Venom, J-Rod, and Leo. You guys all here, yeah? Because you guys are the headlines of this race at this point.
Yeah.
I can see why.
That was probably the most intense battle I've ever had in this lobby, for sure.
That was an extraordinary finish, and it was unfortunate for me last week to not being here, but I was glad I was able to get everything sorted this week, because if I missed that race, I would have been pissed out of my mind. But yeah, that was an extraordinary battle. We're gonna start with our race winner of J-Rod. What was going through your mind throughout that entire battle when you exit out of the pit lane?
Oh man, all I can say is I think it started too soon. I mean, Venom and Leo were pushing, and they were making me push, and all I could think about was, God, they're gonna ruin my tires. My tires are gonna go too fast. But so trying to focus on trying to be conservative, but at the same time trying to be competitive. Yeah, they really made me work for it today. This race is definitely epic.
Now, that was an extraordinary battle. I gotta say, at the end, where you saw Venom make that deep dive, you three were going like back to back in the final corners, to where you guys were actually getting a little bit aggressive out there, a little bit bumping tires, a little bit bumping of the bumpers, the doors. You probably could have actually reached your hand out and grabbed your hands and like held hands throughout that entire corner, because That was extraordinary.
Yeah.
But because like it was really really good. But I want to say though with J-Rod and Venom, when Leo was leading that battle and you were making your way towards the hairpin, and Leo went into the gravel there on the exit. Did you guys see that as an opportunity to make it a photo finish between you two?
Well, I would just say I bumped him because I had that dirty air behind him and I couldn't brake, in time. So I caused him to go off like that. So all I could think about was, I'm probably going to get reported for that, and I'll take it, It is what it is. It's racing.
Yeah.
But at that point, I thought, okay, now it's me and Venom here. But, Leo wasn't that far behind, so it still stayed a trio race.
Yeah, and actually, Leo, what was going through your mind when you actually felt that bump on the back end? Did you think of this that when you saw them two battling out and running away practically from the exit of that hairpin? Did you think, okay, well, I'm settling for third place. That's it. My race is over. Or did you see yourself trying to push your way through, Leo?
Well, I was defending as much as I could because I was trying to, wear down their tires a bit. And also, as soon as I seen them pass, I was just hoping that they would battle it out, further ruining their tires, and hopefully I'd catch up. And it kind of did work out a little bit, but I didn't have enough rubber to make the pass stick, any pass stick.
Yeah, it was very difficult.
I would catch up, but I wouldn't be able to get past both of them. Maybe one of them, but not both.
Yeah, because especially at like it wasn't on the final lap, but it was the penultimate lap to where you try to, because like J-Rod and Venom had themselves a little bit of an incident into the chicane. You went past J-Rod, and then Venom closed the door on you, and you kind of went on the gravel on the exit there of that chicane. I don't know if you remember that. I mean, it's probably gone so far past you because it was like in the heat of the moment, of course.
That's tight. That's just tight racing, man.
Exactly, and I just love that mentality with you guys. Just even though there's been a few incidents to where, like, there was a little bit of contact, kind of messed up your chances of getting an overtake. You guys still have so much respect for all of you guys in the chat, and I absolutely love that. Everyone there's people in the chat that were screaming out about battles all over the field. And they were enjoying it, and I was one of those guys as well. That battle really brewed up to something truly extraordinary. But now we're gonna go to one person that was trying to defend that championship lead, but finished in 5th. Still a pretty good result from where they started, but unfortunately we'll be losing out a few of those positions to the points. Wooly, are you there, my man?
I think he just dropped off.
Dang it. Well, I don't know if he's there or not, but
well,
he will.
In the chat.
Well, I saw Egon left because I know Egon has some stuff to do. Because it is late. Oh, and there he goes. There he goes. Right. He left me right as I needed him. But I mean, Wooly will. I guess that's his answer right there. He's not happy at all with that result, and he's gonna have to work extra hard back at Le Mans. But I actually want. That's actually all the questions for you three, but I think you guys will stay for this. One person that actually had a special guest for the interviews did mention it multiple times during the stream. But Supermax, are you there, my man?
I am here. Thank you.
I did say it multiple times, but to remind the people back at home, and if Jen is watching, please, what was the reason for your beautiful Ukraine Stop the War livery?
Yeah, the Expendables Stop the War car was amazing today, and before I talk about Jen, I just want to give a shout out to Wooly, Carbon Boy, and Renegade. I think between the three of us, we were probably side by side through about 40 corners in this race, and not one touch. I mean, unbelievable racing. Unbelievable. But as far as Jen, yeah, a friend of ours, prior U.S. Army vet, has joined the Foreign Legion and shipping out and on her way to the Ukraine to fight the good fight for those folks. She could not sit here and just watch it on TV and be passive. And she signed up. So all of us here in this area that know her are thinking about her and hoping she's safe and hoping that she puts up a good fight and gets her butt back home where we need her. We need her here. So we're thinking about her big time. It's on all of our minds.
Shout out.
They weren't saying shout out to Max, of course, but yeah, I actually. I do know actually how it feels, actually, Supermax. I actually have a few of my mates in Canada making the way down that have special forces and army experience, and they're going to be making their way down to Ukraine as well for the foreign what was it called? The Foreign Legion?
It's the Foreign Legion, the folks that are actually signed up with the Ukraine government that are going there officially for Ukraine. So
yeah,
Foreign Legion.
Yeah, because they've actually signed up with the UK, and they're going to do training at the UK before they get a flight down to Ukraine to fight. And honestly, there's this one guy that I know in there that I've known for about 9 years, and I've never met him in real life, only known him online. And this was actually going to be the one time that we were actually going to meet. Like, we had it all planned out during the summer. And he's going to move up there as well. So I truly do know how it feels. Supermax, you are not alone in this. I don't think anyone will be alone in this fight, because we are strong by the numbers, and GT champions will always give their support and love to all of their members. And
yeah. And I appreciate GT champions letting me run that livery. You know,
of course,
it's important to me. So we are a great family all the way back to our race teams, whether it's Expendables or obviously the mighty RWB family. It's just an awesome community, and I love that we're part of it, and that just able to do a tiny little something.
Yeah, and that was the reason why when we were actually when I said I would be right back earlier on in the chat, guys, it was when you told me about the special request, actually, Max. That's why I wanted to get it, because I know the feeling. And it's not a good feeling, but you do understand about why they're doing it. So much respect, much love for everyone that is going to Ukraine in these tough times to fight. And hashtag stop war.
Yep, stop war. Make love, not war.
But on that note, guys, that is going to be... go for it.
That was the best race I've ever been involved in. Three-way battle right to the end.
Yeah.
Different strategies. It was amazing.
This
you
might
should check it out. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that stuff. It's definitely worth it. Go watch it again. If you watch it again, go watch it again. Leave a comment.
I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, so basically what you do is on the computer and on your phone, there's actually a loop button. And what you could do is you can leave that on loop, and you can go to sleep and have that play during the night. So that would actually help out as well. But but yeah, guys, that's gonna be it. It's gonna be a crucial race for the season finale at Le Mans, where the drivers will be in an RS01 in the GR3s. Renault, this is gonna be it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be here, same place, same time, next week, 8:15 Eastern. I've been Justin Silva, your commentator here tonight. These drivers make it a beautiful opportunity for me to do commentary. Lots of love, stay safe, and we will see you with the end video.
Laters.